You gotta kill him. He'll kill all other bison, elk, moose. He don't care. Anything come around him when he in that mind frame. That's how they used to sacrifice themselves for the tribes. The spirit of the bison is the Tatanka spirit.
Mm.
You know, Tatanka means the spirit of the bison. And the
I knew
chiefs
that
that
name.
was from the bison clans or the buffalo clans, as they called them later, they called them buffalo soldiers. They were of the Tatanka war spirit. They used to cloak themselves in the bison fields with bison pelts. And this is
Okay.
what gave rise to bison trades and hunting expeditions to slaughter the bison. The government was paying people to kill off all of the bison. And then when you do the research as to why would the government say kill off all of the bison, you find that they said the reason they killing off the bison because they was us. For every bison they kill one of us. Because in their mind they believe that they didn't believe we was camouflaged with bison skin. They thought we literally turned from bisons into humans and slaughtered them.
Bruh. I'm gonna show some tremendous respect to today, man, because shout out to Richard Stone again, because I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. On the live stream me and him did, I don't even know how we got into it, but somehow the subject of, like, I think it started with the number 9. It had something to do, whatever it was, it triggered something in me to start talking about And I went into talking about her because of the 9, her being the representative of the ending and the beginning and the transformation, the death and the birth, the rebirth, the elements of the storm, how they stole. I just went all into a whole rant and tizzy about it. But what's even more crazy, bro, is that I was in a meeting Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever, with some brothers, and we spoke about everything you just said, and they went into the bison and the buffalo story. But those who know the tradition also know that Oya is one of her animal symbol totems is the buffalo, like the bison, like the buffalo. So that you said that, and I know for a fact that I just had that conversation earlier tonight, and then 2 days ago. They really did sacrifice them for the sake of trying to not only eliminate the people, but the spiritual powers too, because they knew that the natives were familiar and connected spiritually to these animals. So they slaughtered them just like Hitler in the Nazi campaign. And they stood up on mountains, like mountains of like bison and buffalo.
Bison skull.
Yeah, skull. Like I'm like, bruh. Oh boy, they don't know what they got coming up with. Ooh, cause you fucking with the wrong one. It ain't none of them to mess with, but that's the last and the wrong one you want to play with when you're doing stuff like that. And wasn't it used to be a wrestler named Tatanka?
Yep. Look, he got a WWE promo he cut. I can't find it nowhere. But his face paint was black and white, war paint. And he was going into this rant about how the tribes was done over here. And they let him talk for about 15 minutes. Man, he went in. This was back in like,
Had to be the 80s and 90s.
no, it was the 90s. It was like 98, 99.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, man. I almost caught the Holy Ghost in there listening to that. I was about to be flopping around like a fish on the floor.
Bruh.
Abashiba Bakanda.
That's the wrong day. Like real. You don't mess with her because it's stated that she turns into a bison or a bill. Like she, you know what I'm saying? Like she has the ability to do so. But that's powerful.
The same story is told in a different tribe as the white buffalo woman. I actually know the reincarnated white buffalo woman. She actually one of my Facebook friends.
Wow, it's one of my shout out to one of the Babas that was at the that I was in a meeting with, man.
Look, when she first contacted me, right? I'm like, every time she contacted me, right before she contacted me, I get some kind of communication with a white buffalo, whether it be real or something, and then her message will pop up. It'll either be a comment on a post or it'll be an inbox, right? And I went out, I was like, who is you? Is you the white buffalo lady? And she was like, what did you talking about? So then we started chatting about it, and when she started telling me about her history and her tribal affiliation and how her mom and them was grooming her, and I was like, holy, she the white buffalo lady.
Yeah, you got some connections too, boy. I know some before you said you be getting.
I keep telling people we back. The ancient ones that returned in modern bodies in modern times.
Yeah, Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Brady Austin.
Yes, sir. Returning
The
the answers.
ancestors on the other side doing their thing.
Yes, sir. Look, so I gotta I would say High Priestess, if it's me, really I think either one of us, but for me, you can send it Instagram. High Priestess said, how can they send a picture of a beautiful bison skull? And if you're trying to send it now, I could send you an email address too, and I could put in the comments that I could probably access real quick. But the question earlier, Big Chief, that I'm shocked that I didn't ask it before. I said I meant to, but it just didn't happen. But it's on my spirit tonight. I'm glad that it came back. But the story of you becoming Chief Pontiac, can you kind of share, the backstory behind it? Because all this time I've been calling you Big Chief from the day I met you. But and I know, Chief Pontiac and all that, but I never asked the story. So that's kind of like I'm blown away by myself. Like, how you ain't never asked that question? So I'm curious.
I had went over this on several different platforms, right?
Okay.
And then somebody took all of the clips and put them together, and they titled it "Rod Hayes: How I Became Chief Pontiac," and it got all of the little pieces of the story put together in one reel.
I say, yeah, I'll pull it up.
In fact, I'm gonna send it to you so you can post it in the comments.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to go over it again.
I got you. Yeah, I do that. High Priestess said her son is a great. Yeah, I'm gonna share it real quick. High Priestess, I'm gonna put it in the chat. And then let me see. All right, I'm pulling that up right now. High Priestess, I'll get it to you in a minute. Put it in the comments, and then let me see. And then also,
all right, I sent it to you. You put it in the comments.
Okay, I'll put that in there too.
So, just a little thing about chiefs. All the chief is the head of the household at home.
Okay.
You're not a public chief until you call to do public service for the people based off what you've learned in your life.
Mm.
When I was in the penitentiary, they called me Dr. Rod the Walking University. Right? Now we get to now it's Chief Pontiac Rod Hayes, and the chief, the leader of this family, have to first be signed off by the parents and siblings. Then they sent to go stay with relatives. And when the relatives determine that they're going to be a competent leader, they sign off on them. Then they send them to the community. When the community examine you, they put you through the rigmarole to determine if they're going to accept you as a chief. Then when your community accepts you as a chief, they send you out to other communities to be tested and tried by other chiefs according to their skill set and their specialty. Angel Bass sent G. Kirk in Motown to check my chin, and he didn't even know that. He didn't even know my mama was his auntie. Right? He was married to my cousin, and he knew my mama real well, but he didn't know who I was when he seen me. But he checked my chin. So any of you Stones in Motown that know G. Kirk, ask him about a Maggie nephew who chin he checked back in the day. He found out that the chin was solid and the right wasn't half bad.
Look. You answered the question.
Look, in that same vein, if you in Motown and you folks go on 50th and ask about Oily because he was the region I was under in Motown on 50th when me and my cousin Craig was putting in work on the blue side.
Mm. Yes, sir.
My bison homie just killed himself about a month ago.
Damn. You about to know.
He stayed on me. Right? I don't be making this stuff up. It be sounding like, how can one person do all this shit?
Man, listen.
I be saying the same thing. I be like, damn, I can't believe I done lived all these lifetimes in one lifetime.
Bruh, it's deep, man, because I be thinking about stuff like that too. And it's so funny because I think honestly, which is crazy, but I think me and you, we probably like went places and covered more ground than I have with damn near anybody else on the show. The only other person I feel like I might could say that with is Baba If I Carried It, because we did so many shows together. We covered a lot of ground. But when me and you do shows, we go. Like, we go places. And what's funny about it is I don't even think I've known you 3 months yet. But I can't tell you how many people be like, yo, I would have thought y'all grew up together. I'm like, bro, it's just very frequency just fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Because what I do know is this not the first time we've done this. I remember me and you spoke off air about somebody that you're related to, and I ain't gonna mention the name, but I know you know who I'm talking about. But and the roles that y'all come back as, you know what I'm saying, like when y'all come back, and I was just thinking like, yo, that's dope, because I know for a fact.
I know you talking about Big Brother Almighty.
Yeah, I am. Look, I'll put it like this. I'm repping some of his. I'm repping some of the jewels. So I was just like, bro, like this ain't the first time we've done this. Like, because I don't know which time or which lifetime or none of that, but I know, you know, familiar souls always coagulate back to home base with other familiar souls. That's just how it goes.
So the way that I describe it, I say we come in teams.
Yes. Yeah. Like SEAL
Right?
Team 6. Yep.
Yeah. So like the same energy that brought me to the forefront is the same energy that bringing Ibrahim Traore over there to the forefront.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I can go from community to community showing you we got a dog in every fight. I know where all the dogs that represent what I represent. It's just that some of us don't know where they dog at in the fight, and they grab the wrong dog, get bit, and then they be mad at the dog. You should have knew your dog.
Bruh. You said something there, boy. Bro, I was just having a conversation last night. And I'm outside just watching the stars in the sky. I think I saw a couple crabs too. I ain't bullshitting either. I think I saw a couple of them come in and pop back out. And I ain't had no phone or nothing. But when it happened, I was out there with my dog. And shout out to Chapo. And he's sitting there chilling. And then, you know, the brother I'm talking to, I somehow spoke about him. I spoke about my dog. And bro, I promise you, I got receipts for this too. I promise you. As soon as I said what I said, he just started barking. Like, I mean, and he kept barking. It wasn't no one or two bark. Like, he went in like, yeah, I know you talking about me. But he must have heard something too, because the way he kept barking. But as soon as I started talking about him, he started, but we both laughed. He's like, boy, yeah, he know. I was like, yeah. I said, look, that's alignment. You talking about divine alignment. That's divine, that's divine alignment. Boy, when you're communicating with nature and the elements, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope.
That's turning into your primal self too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
most of the dog men is the ones that's loners and they spend a lot of time alone. So nature just make them attracted to dogs as a companion.
Yes.
Because of the loyalty factor that come with the dog. If I'm walking my dog, he's just as friendly as he want to be. But let a dog run up to me like he about to go into some action, all bets off. My dog just turned from cringer to battle cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a real thing. Oh. All right. See, yeah, spirit in the night, man. I might do something I thought I never would do. I might have to do
Look,
that.
I'll tell you something happened. My dogs don't be aggressive to people, right? So I tell people, I say, if my dog don't like you, you can't come around me, right? So I'm down on the dock one day, and I get this eerie feeling, right? And my dog jump up, right? I turn around and look over my shoulder, dude walking up the dock, and my dog is like lit up, like, come down here, mofo. And I say, hey man, stop right there. He stopped. I said, don't come down here, because if my dog bites you, I'm whooping you. we in this together.
Yes, sir.
He don't act like this. So there's something wrong with you and you can't come down here. And he was like, but I'm okay with the dog. No, you ain't okay with this dog. He telling you to stay back. And if my dog bites you, I got to whoop you.
Yes. Because
he not aggressive to people like that. Yeah, he generally not aggressive like that. You coming down here on some shenanigans and the dog ain't buying it and I ain't either.
Bruh. Well, that's so real. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
but he
dope.
was froze there for a minute, and I say, I'm gonna untie this dog if you don't leave. Right? I say, and I'm telling you now, when my dog bites you, I'm whooping you. He went, don't untie him, don't untie him. I'll leave, I'll leave. Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah,
I guess a sign at the front door when you come in the house. They say all visitors must be approved by the dog.
I know that's right.
If
That's
you if you got a friendly dog, they get aggressive with somebody, keep that SOB away from you. The dog is telling you they ain't no earthly good.
bruh. That's so
Look,
real.
I had a friend, and when I was a teenager, I had a white pit named Crystal. All my friends, if I don't sick her on them, she cool with.
Mm-hmm.
But one, I should have let her tear that nigga ass up.
Bruh. Like I know you talking real talk because for one, shout out to Ibatinu to Nino Bishop, which I think he came up the last time we was on the show, Nino Bishop Brown.
Man was Bishop Majestic Black Magic.
We talked about that too. That's why I said this ain't no coincidence. Like it ain't, and I believe they was around and alive at the same time too. They both was out here with the shits and wanted all the smokes too, both of them. But
And look,
my
my sister told me one day, she said, oh, you ain't gonna never have another dog like Bishop. He was you in a dog body.
bro, I swear, oh man, I wish my cousin was on here. He might be, but bro, on God, man, that's how it was with me and Nino. And Nino, he was as aggressive as he was with other animals. Like I said, he'll fight a gerbil to a damn bull or bison. Elephant. He wanted all the smoke with any and everything, no matter how big or small. He wanted it all. Like, but with me, it was funny because he was great with people. He was great with babies. He was great with children. He was great with everybody. But
That's
anytime
Bishop.
anytime he took off on somebody, I knew right then because I can count on one hand how many people he took off on. So I know it was something wrong with them because every animal he ever encountered, he wanted all the smoke. But when it came to people, he was good with babies. Like I was nervous at first when I had my first one because I was like, yo, he better act right because I love you to life, but you gotta go because that's you know what I'm saying that's my young king. But man, he was on him I had to kind of let him know like, bro, don't you try that because he was like ready to try to I guess protect him and like kind of like stand in front of me. I'm like, all right, now you know what time it is. But I say all that to say he was great with people. So the few people that he did want to get to, I knew it was something definitely wrong with them people because the same exact thing. Like I want to have now.
The way that I train my dogs,
Mhm.
if they don't like you, I'm not dealing with you.
Not me either. There's no need. No need
Mhm.
whatsoever. No need. I got to share the
Look,
cash out.
Bishop had a son named Seven, right? And I'm in the garage. I got Seven, and then my brother got a lab mix,
Mm-hmm.
um, named Yaki. And so we out here outside in the garage, and somebody in the bushes. Yaki went one way to chase him, and Seven went the other way to try to cut him off. I was like, look at them working as a team, and they ain't never met before.
Bruh, look, it ain't no separation with spirit. It's all connected. We all
Yeah,
connected.
man,
Like,
the dude was getting in the wind. I don't know what he was doing in the bushes because there wasn't no bushes by the sidewalk, and then they was like up in the yard.
mm,
Right, but the dog, but I was going through some stuff back then, so it could have been somebody coming for me. But the dogs wasn't playing. They was at him. I had to dive on them.
bruh.
They was gonna get him.
Yeah, I had a situation like that with Nino. I remember it was my housewarming party actually with my first crib, and it's like mind you, I had a whole I don't know how many people was there, but it was a nice size amount of people there, and he was cool with everybody, bro. Like everybody coming in and out. We got people in the front of the house, people in the house, people in all the areas of the house, people in the backyard. Everybody chilling. You know, we barbecuing, playing spades, everything we do. And man, I promise you when one of my homeboys, Ibatinu, he just transitioned this year too, but one of my a partner who I used to work with came, bro. When he came on the street, I cannot make this shit up. When he turned on the street, Nino went crazy. Like he ran from wherever he was at, went right in the front window, and he was going berserk. Like, I mean, he was going crazy to the point, bro. As the brother got there, and came to the door, I had to lock him up. Now, mind you, we got, I don't know, 30, 40, 50, 60 people there. He's good with everybody, children, babies, everybody. He's good. Everybody, ain't nobody mad. Ain't nobody asked me to put him up because he's cool. This one brother came, bro. He went ape shit, bro. I had to lock him in the cage because he wasn't having it. And I know the reason why he was like that. But, you know, it wasn't nothing that had to do with me. But he did have something that I knew personally that, yeah, he did that I feel like Nino picked up on it. And that's why I was like, I ain't fucking with this dude, bro.
That's the difference between me and you, because if my dog would have reacted like that and it's a house full of people, you can't come in here.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you cross my threshold. Your energy ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't coming in here. If my dogs tell you you ain't coming in, I'm telling you the same thing. We on the same page.
Mm-hmm. And I get it, and I agree with you. But what I'll do is I ain't gonna share it on here. But when we talk off here, I'll tell you what that reason why it was, and I think I know it'll make a lot more sense to you. But that's what I know why.
It don't matter. It don't matter what the reason was. I could have knew the reason the dog didn't like him. If my dog don't like you, you're not coming in the house.
Oh, no,
Because I'm not putting my dog up. First off, I'm not putting him up. I'm not putting him up. He live here. You don't.
Listen.
So if you say you can't come in, you ain't coming in. I'm gonna come outside and talk to you.
No, we
Bye.
right. Cause look, I let him out. I mean, I let him in. I let him come in. I put Nino up for a minute, and then I was like, all right, bro, I gotta let him out because, like I said, we are alike, and I'm like, this is his house, and he has the right to go wherever he want to go, whatever he wants. So I let him out, right? And he ran right up on her, like, oh my God, like he really was not having it. So bro knew what it was. He ended up going outside, smoking a cigarette, you know, chilling out there. He knew what it was. So it's like I had to let Nino do what he do because that's his house. But it's just crazy because
My
that's a
dog bites you, I'm whooping you. That's all I can tell you. My dog bites you, I'm whooping you, especially at my house.
I got a few stories I'm gonna share with you off the air about that because I had a couple of situations where I was ready, I wanted to, but whoever that person was,
Look,
they took them all the way in.
I told my mom about my dog hate my friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me, you better listen to your dog. I said, Mama, I always listen to my dog.